Alright, so look, y'all. For some reason, OBS Studio has been acting a little bit weird. So as you can see, I am using Bandicam for right now. Because for some reason, I tried making a reaction video with OBS Studio. Join was not working. So we're going to use Bandicam. Welcome to another reaction video. It's called He Exposed the Music Industry. And this was by Blackie Speaks. So without further ado, guys, let's go and play.
Now, he exposed the music industry, and well, that's what we're going to talk about. The face you saw in the thumbnail might ring a bell or two. Regardless of if it does or doesn't, hey, I'm still going to be talking about it. So yeah, let's talk about it. Now, ORSIS, an artist who a lot of people seem to recognize more for the things he's been involved in outside of the music and for the things he said on social media instead of the actual music. One of those things is that music industry rant he had back in 2019. ORSIS hopped on Instagram and had a couple things to say about the industry.
This music industry is a God blessing. You need to stop it. God don't like that we in this music business. God don't like that we talking about money, cars, and clothes and hoes. So if you want to be in this music industry and you want to get money, understand what it comes with. That it's not from God, it's from the devil. Understand? I just want you to understand that, you know.
Makes a lot of sense at that.
Because I don't want y'all to get lost in the sauce and complain what y'all going through and why y'all going through it. Period. It's not from God. Stop saying it's a God blessing. It's not from God. It's from the devil. He gives you what you want so you can destroy yourself.
This clip went super viral, and so did that video I made on it, covering it back when it happened. ORSIS was making a point about how the blessings he's been able to get from being an artist in the music industry weren't all that holy. He was obviously making that point with his faith in mind, God. Shortly after this rant, though, something actually happened, so let's talk about that.
I guess you went missing.
A couple weeks after this music industry ran, ORSIS was arrested. He was picked up by the police in Atlanta after allegedly assaulting his girlfriend at his birthday party, which was in September 2019. A police report stated that ORSIS allegedly choked her and then proceeded to bite her in the face. It was claimed by the woman that the incident happened after she saw a photo of another woman wearing a towel on his phone. She apparently called him out on it. That led to both of them yelling at each other, which then allegedly led to ORSIS threatening to slap her. ORSIS then allegedly chased her up some stairs and into the bathroom where he choked her and bit her in the face. She also added that she bit his lip in self-defense. Police said that they saw a noticeable mark underneath her left eye, which is where she claimed that she was bitten. ORSIS was denied bond after his arrest and had a preliminary hearing later that month at the Fulton County Courthouse. He was then granted a $150,000 bond after previously being denied and was released a couple days after getting arrested. Now, this all very coincidentally happened after that music industry rant he posted on social media. People were a little bit suspicious of the timing because, keep in mind, the alleged assault he was picked up for happened close to 2 months prior to his arrest, and that's mainly the reason for the suspicions. With that being said, he was, of course, arrested for it, ended up getting released, and we haven't heard anything about it ever since. This whole music industry rant became a routine for him, though. He went out of his way to speak on it multiple other times as well.
As soon as you sign that contract and get that money and take that money, you sold your soul. So all that mimic talk about, oh, he sold his soul, she sold his soul. If you sign that contract, if you sign a contract and got that money, you sold your soul. Period. Point blank period.
I'm surprised you ain't go missing yet.
You sold your soul. When you do that contract, say do all this and do all that, and if you don't do it,
music industry demonic.
You sold your soul.
What I always liked about some of the things ORSIS was saying is the fact that it highlighted an important part of the music industry that many people don't talk about, the part that many people are usually very quick to glance over. I think these things hit way harder when it comes out of the mouth of an artist who is present in the music industry during the time they're saying it, because let's keep it real, if it's coming from an artist who used to be in the music industry and is completely washed up, there's a lot of reasons to believe that they're doing it solely for, number one, attention, or maybe they're doing it because they haven't managed to find long-lasting success in the business. So what they say doesn't hold as much weight as it would had they been in the position ORSIS was at the time of him saying what he said. Now, ORSIS is not by any means a big stepper in the industry. I mean, his last project, The Golden Child, sold less than 10,000 in his first week of being out, debuted at 90 on Billboard, and this all happened after he said that he was the king of R&B.
I'm the king of R&B. I'm not saying it no more.
Statement, ORSIS.
And I gotta prove myself, and I am gonna prove myself, because I am the king of R&B of the generation. There's nobody else.
With that being said though, how is he doing now? White Osiris was never really that big to begin with. Let's get that out of the way. Apart from one song, which is Worth It and maybe Valentine, he was never all that popular to begin with. I say that to say I don't think his music industry rant had really any effect on his career as far as I can see it, because the way a lot of people are viewing his career, especially since that rant went viral, is he said too much and the industry got so pissed off they blackballed him. So the narrative is that they got his ass out of here because he said too much. I think that arrest that happened right after the video went viral definitely fed into that perspective, but what I think really happened is White Osiris saw the whole music industry and selling your soul conversation as a way to get attention. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is I think it was all a publicity stunt, and this opinion really has nothing to do with the message in itself. It's more about the intention, because keep in mind, like I said earlier, I liked some of the things he was bringing up because it's definitely a real side of the industry. However, here we have the prime example of the right message but the wrong messenger. White Osiris overall is a very clout antics heavy kind of artist. Like the clip I showed you regarding him being the king of R&B, that's something he said on social media as a way to obviously get people's attention, but wait, there's more. In an interview with Rolling Stone from 2019, he was having a conversation about the state of R&B with the interviewer and made a comment about how no one listens to Bryson Tiller. Keep in mind, this was in 2019. Anyway, this is how that conversation went. The interviewer was challenging his "I'm the king of R&B" comment. A couple names came up in the conversation. The interviewer said, "Daniel Caesar?" ? And then he continued by saying, "We got Daniel, we got Jacquees, Bryson, maybe he's a little older in another generation." White Osiris then asked, "Bryson Tiller?" ? The interviewer said, "Yeah." He responded back with saying, "Nah, not right now. He's in your generation though." The interviewer said. White Osiris responded back by saying, "Yeah, but not right now. Nobody listens to Bryson Tiller." The kind of statement that only has one intention, which is attention. Earlier this year, he went viral for showing off his $1,000, yes, you heard that right, $1,000 haircut. He's done so many of these stunts, a lot of them actually resemble something.
What haircut costs that much? And why does it cost that much? Who pays $1,000 for a haircut? Ain't no haircut that clean. Look. You see? I mean, it's clean, but it ain't worth no $1,000. Nowhere near worth $1,000. It's like, the thing is, these rappers, they be wasting money. They just they be doing whatever, especially with Kodak Black, which I throw his bunch of money in an ocean, throw in the toilet. A lot of people say that money was fake. I personally don't know, but sheesh, that was just, could gave that to me. You know what I'm saying? Hook your boy up.
Right, $1,000 haircut. He's done so many of these stunts, a lot of them actually resemble something 6ix9ine would have done, to the point where it's hard to take him seriously when he's talking about things like the music industry being evil. He's actually feeding into some of those bad things he's talking about with the clout antics, and there's obviously only one reason why you would follow through with some of the things he's done and said. We all know what that reason is, I don't even need to say it. With that being said, he exposed the music industry, and what happened? Well, for starters, I think all those industry rants were strictly for publicity. That's number one. And number two, no, I don't think he got sent to the clone factory after that arrest. I think White Osiris simply saw an opportunity to capitalize on that, because there's a very big market for those conversations. I mean, that video I made is currently sitting at 3 million. Okay, go figure. Also, I want you to keep in mind that White Osiris was never all that popping to begin with, so he had a lot to gain from doing something like that. That arrest was very convenient, especially right as his rant was going viral, but it could have very much been a pending case kind of situation where he was eventually gonna get picked up by the police anyway. It just so happened to happen when it happened. But yeah, he exposed the music industry. And any thoughts on this topic? Do you think that the music industry rant had any kind of effect on White Osiris' career? Because the narrative is that he got blackballed from the industry after saying what he said. What do you personally think though? Again, I don't think he was sent to the clone factory, and no, I'm not saying this because the Illuminati has a gun in my head as we speak, but I think this was simply a case of White Osiris seeing an opportunity to capitalize on music industry's evil conversation for the sake of creating controversy. You let me know what you think though. Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Let's talk about this.
Alright, shout out to my boy. I'm gonna give my personal opinion on it, you know. So, whoever his name, I forgot his name, White Osiris, by him exposed the music industry. that obviously has some truth to it. So about, remember the BET Awards? About Lil Nas X kissing another man? People complain about how kids were watching it. But with that thing, hang on. Yes, indeed. Lil Nas X kissing a man on the BET Awards is inappropriate for kids. But also, we cannot forget about how Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, twerking, that's also inappropriate for kids to watch. You see, obviously, the music industry is demonic in some kind of way, you feel me? But, and it is clear that the music industry is kind of like trying to target kids, you feel me? But the only reason why is because parents, they don't like taking good care of their children. Hang on. Sorry, that's one of my family members being loose. But anyway, so obviously, by parents not watching what the kids you watch on television, obviously that's an easy opportunity for people in the music industry to do what they gotta do to target little kids. Who knows about this whole the music industry pushing the gay agenda? I'm not sure how true that is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. But so like kids are easy targets. So like you gotta make sure that kids can't watch these certain type of stuff. Like a lot of people are saying that Lil Nas X was about kids, like he's kid friendly, but obviously not. He proven multiple times that he's not child friendly. He even made a music video about twerking on the devil. So it's like, yeah, he done pissed off a lot of Christians about that. I mean, a lot of religious people. They was upset, 100% upset. And it's like, dang, that's kind of crazy. I ain't really had nothing to do with it, because, like, listen, you gay, that ain't none of my business. But obviously, they are targeting kids. Like, you gotta make sure that kids don't watch certain stuff. Because, like, at the end of the day, they are kind of like targeting kids. But at the end of the day, you gotta make sure that at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. You feel me? It's like, it's not Lil Nas X or Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion's job to make sure that, y'all get what I'm trying to say? It's not their responsibility to make sure that that your child watches their content. That's your job. So everybody as parents, they got start being better. They gotta start watching with the kids more. And with the whole music industry, you really can't talk much about it, because you either probably get cloned. I'm not sure about anything about getting cloned. You will definitely get arrested, or you might even go missing, because like the music industry is mad demonic. Like music industry, movie industry, any type of industry, they're all in it together. They all demonic in some kind of way. But let me know what's you guys' thoughts and opinion down below. Make sure I catch you punch the like button in the face like a boss. Peace out. And I'm out.